Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 21 chat.
Oh my god, it's episode 10.
And it is a doozy.
Whoa, it's power packed.
There was a lot in this episode.
Last time, Nick won the HOH and he nominated Jessica and Cliff.
But don't forget, right before the nomination ceremony, Nicole talked to Bella and Nick and was like, your alliance is turning on you. They want to put you up on the block. They would have if one of them had won HOH. And also they said that you're bullies. Right. Which is all true. These are all things that people said to Nicole, and she thought that she could trust Bella for some reason. And Nick, that was aggressive. Stop yelling at me. And she thought she could trust them, but things are about to blow up. I don't know. I guess she was just in a moment of desperation. I don't know why Nicole would share any information with Nick and Bella.
You know what?
After what they've done to her friends.
Yeah. Everybody has a weak moment now and again. It's any port in a storm.
Like I said, I guess she was just feeling really desperate and alone.
She's all alone. Except she really is.
Well, I gotta say, it's so lucky for Nicole that they had Camp Comeback this year.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, and she had to deal with all this shit on her own, without like Kemi and Ovie and David.
She would have self-evicted, I'm sure.
I don't think so. But it would have been rough. Nicole is not the type to self-evict.
Oh.
She is not.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Alright, it's time for the Alliance meeting. Alliance members only.
This was so shitty. So, like, Nick and Bella started out and they were like, we're not letting anyone in here until we're done talking. So Tommy comes up. They're trash talking Nicole. They're spilling everything that Nicole has ever said to them. And then other people from Grateful are coming upstairs and they're all welcomed in to hear all this nonsense about Nicole.
Nicole said you guys are bullying us. Me.
Yeah, so anyway, Bella at first was like, oh, I believe Nicole and we gotta get to the bottom of this. But then she's like, Nicole's lying.
Yeah, because Christy went, oh! And because Annalise covered her face and went,
because she's laughing under her hands.
Yeah.
I love that they freaking showed the receipts here and showed Holly, Sis, and Christy all being like, they're bullying you, they're interrogating you.
Right.
It's insane. That's so messed up. And now in here they're like,
yeah.
Guess what? If it's a big reaction like that, it's probably because they're lying.
So dumb Bella goes, oh, I knew it. You guys are telling the truth and she's lying. She's disgusting. She's a pig. She's a liar. She's this. She's that. She's a snake. She's a rat.
Okay, so like...
She's terrible.
They did not even show the worst parts of a bunch of these different...
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? I can never remember words anymore.
Altercations?
Yes. Okay, so like in this bashing one, they don't show when Bella's like, oh, Nicole swore on her grandmother's life. And then Christy's like, oh, her grandmother died 3 years ago. And she gets it wrong because Nicole did not swear on her grandmother's life. She swore on her grandmother's grave. So then they're like, oh my God, she's so disgusting to do that. Blah, 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 this and that. So while they're having this Nicole bashing sesh, which by the way, again, all these things that Nicole told them were true, but all these people in the HOH room are like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, like I said that. So they're all covering up their own lies. I think they were so preoccupied with covering their own lies that they didn't even care what the other people were being accused of. You know what I mean?
My pet peeve in life, not just on Big Brother, in life, are people who can't read other people and they're like, oh, these people who are actually lying are telling the truth, and then they do what they did to Nicole. That is like my pet peeve of life.
Yeah. Like the shitty part is that they know that these things that Nicole said are true, and they're just like covering this up. It's so lame. So
but does Bella actually...
That's the thing.
No,
like,
or is she just dumb F?
Here's the thing. They know that the stuff that they're being accused of is true. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they may not believe that the other stuff that other people are being accused of is true.
Alright.
Anyway. So anyway, as they're having this long freaking Nicole bashing session, people are trying to come into the HOH room because they're
Nicole
like, what's going on up here?
David was. When Nicole went up there, they were like, it's a bad time. And they kind of like slammed the door in her face.
Jackson. And then she sees Jack walking up and she's like, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't know. And he closes the door in her face too and locks it.
Yeah.
Cliff tried to go up there. So then when Ovie sees all of his friends getting turned away,
he goes up there.
Yeah. Oh, I also wanted to mention too how they're turning these people away, but like the second after that happens, one of their friends walks in and they're like, oh, hey!
Yeah.
So, bleh. Yeah, so Ovie goes up to the HOH room because he's like, enough is enough.
Right. And he's like, why are you doing this to Nicole?
And they're like, it's not really your say.
Out of it.
So,
Stay out of it.
no, Ovie, no. You know what I say? T is for true friendship. Good for you, Ovie, for sticking up for your friends.
I thought the T was for Tennessee.
It is, but it's also for true friendship.
Maybe it's for tatas. Alright, so poor Ovie. He gets smacked down.
So everybody downstairs is trying to figure out what's going on up there because they're hearing yelling, they're hearing laughing, they're hearing all sorts of things.
Jack, that reference from
Anchorman?
Yeah, really pissed me off.
That was like the tip of the iceberg.
So not appropriate for you.
He was one of the loudest ones up there, just like yelling out random stuff so that it would be obnoxious.
You know, Game of Thrones guy.
He freaking wishes he was Khal Drogo. Are you freaking kidding me? No. No effing way. He would have fallen off his horse like the second he sat on it. No.
Would he have impaled his wiener?
I don't know.
Alright, so Nick is so convinced that Nicole is a liar. Hello, check yourself. You are a bully.
Dumb. So dumb.
That he wants to get rid of Nicole ASAP. He wants her to be the replacement.
He's like, I can't believe Nicole almost made me turn on my own allies. Wow.
We're together and we're stronger than ever now.
Stop! Oh my god!
I cannot.
I wish they would have shown the scene too where Holly and Jackson are like, oh my god, we just dodged a major bullet, because they know what they've just done.
Yeah. Okay, so
this group, they've got Sam in the room too, by the way. So it's Grateful plus Sam. They've been calling themselves like the 9. But now they're trying to pull one over on him and be like, let's name our group now. So the first name that they came up with, which they didn't show, was Not Gonna Fall for Your Shit, which they yelled out loud all together for everyone to hear.
Wow.
And then they settled on...
They didn't have to yell because those walls are super thin.
I think it's pretty obvious that all those people are working together, right? So then they landed on Undeniable. I would call it unwatchable or
if I was Sam, I would be like, I don't want to be in your group because y'all suck.
You know what though?
Now shut your traps.
Unfortunately, Sam was taking part in all of this. And I mean, he wasn't just like sitting there watching, like he was actively taking part. Everybody in that group of 9 was actively taking part.
On a comedy level, that makes him so unattractive.
I know, right?
Right?
It was really awful to watch, and it was awful to watch on the show too, and they didn't even show the worst parts.
Yeah.
But Sam knows at this point he is number 9 in that group.
Number 9?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so David later on tries to talk to Christy.
He's like,
and Jack.
What'd you guys do to Ovie? And she's like, we didn't do anything. And he's like, whoa, I'm kidding. Yeah, but this was a little bit misleading because there was another situation with Ovie that happened earlier. So Jack, Tommy, and Christy were talking game in the Target bedroom. And Ovie comes in. You know, they have that stupid rule that they're not supposed to be talking game.
Talk to the camp comebackers. Yeah.
So they're like, could you leave? We're talking game. And he was just like, somebody's gonna be coming back from Camp Comeback. It's gonna be me. And if you want me to like work with you potentially, you're gonna have to start including me in game talks. And they were just like,
no.
They were pissed. And they were like, if you want that, then you should get all the Camp Comebackers to get together and call a house meeting and we'll do a revote. Oh. Really? Oh my god. Okay.
Jack was a complete horse's ass about the whole situation.
I know. The point I'm trying to make here is that they were also talking about Ovie's actions in that conversation as well, not just going up to the HOH room.
Yeah. All right, well...
Yeah, Jack was a total a-hole, because Ovie could hear them talking about him, too, and he went in there and he was like, is everything okay? And Jack was like, I don't know, I can't touch you because you're in Camp Comeback. And then Nicole comes in and she's like, am I ever going to find out what you guys were talking about? And he's like, in here? Oh, up there? I don't know, we'll see.
I cannot stand smug players. And you know what? As much as these people are screaming that it's a game, it's not.
No.
This is people's lives.
The thing is, it is a game. However,
you don't have to be a dick about it.
They're treating these people like they're not on the same level, and that's not okay, because that's not part of the game.
Right.
You can play the game
that's what I mean.
with respect.
Right.
You can still do your snake moves, but you have to respect people on a human level.
Right.
Or else you're disgusting and you suck.
I actually think that they don't treat other people like humans in real life.
In the real world? Probably, right?
Because maybe, oh wow, you look like freaking Aquaman. Wow, so we should all like get down on our knees. Not.
Sorry, we're not cis. Okay.
Oh.
So then Bella and Tommy talk at Nicole.
Yeah.
Tommy is there to be a mediator. They've been using him a lot for that this week.
Basically did nothing.
Yeah.
And then apologized later on for like, I didn't do my job as mediator and you didn't get to say anything.
Yeah, because Bella goes in there and she's just like, you're disgusting and you shouldn't have called me and Nick bullies because that's unfair and we're not. And
she is the least self-aware person that I've ever seen play this game.
Well, I don't know about that.
Besides maybe Caitlyn.
I'd have to really think about it because there have been many. But this season, yes. So she's just like,
I'm not a bully.
She will not let Nicole get a word in edgewise. And
Nicole's upset.
Yeah, she's claiming that Nicole is disgusting and obnoxious and not respecting the game. And the second Nicole tries to speak, Bella's like, I'm not here to listen.
Clip.
Yeah, but the best part was when Nicole starts smiling because she can't believe the bullshit that is spewing out of Bella's mouth. And Bella's like, are you laughing? And Nicole's like, yeah. And that's when Bella's like, well, I'm out of here. Ugh.
Yeah.
So she leaves. And Nicole doesn't get to speak because Bella is immature.
Mm-hmm. So then the next encounter of Nicole, Kat, and Bella went a little bit differently.
So this time,
it starts out with Nicole apologizing to Bella.
Yeah, so Bella and Kat were chatting and Nicole comes in. Mm-hmm. So Kat becomes the mediator.
Right.
And Nicole's like, oh, hey Bella. And Bella's just like, hi.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, so this time, Nicole is going in. She's speaking her truth.
She's living her
everything. Truth. Yeah, so she's like, I did not call you a bully. Other people did. And she didn't name names because she's not about that. But it's true. Other people called Nick and Bella bullies.
That's right. I hate when people don't listen to the entire thing.
Yeah. Well, that seemed to be the issue that Bella was the most concerned with. She didn't care about the game stuff because she knows she's a liar. So then Nicole calls Bella an uneducated adult because...
Well, kind of. Not directly.
I mean, she basically did. But I'm all for it. Because, like, come on. I don't know if uneducated was the right word, though. I would have went with immature. But I'll go with uneducated.
Right. So then Nick joins in. He comes in looking like, say, this?
No! Okay, again, they did not show the worst parts of this conversation because Nick goes in there. He starts bringing up Nicole's anxiety, which they have related to each other on a personal level because they both have anxiety. And Nick, the therapist, is he even a therapist? Is that real? Because it doesn't seem like it.
No.
The therapist is yelling at Nicole it seemed like he was interrogating and bullying her and being like, do you even have anxiety? Were you using your anxiety as game? I was there for you.
Is that how he talks to his patients?
It's sick.
Or
it's
whatever
really sick.
he calls them, because he's clearly not a doctor. I mean, he's probably like a social worker or something.
It was
right?
really messed up.
I don't know, but I'm not for that. I'm not all about that.
Yeah. What they also didn't show is that during this conversation, Nicole was making a lot of bomb-ass points. And Nick was just like, you know what? I respect the game move. I get it. And Bella is sitting there stewing.
She's pissed. She's
like,
ready to explode.
Because she doesn't like Nick saying that he respects the game move and he respects her as a person.
She's ready to pop off like a zit.
Well, yeah, Bella keeps trying to interject.
Building.
And Nick is like, and he's like, and he'll be like, he'll cut her off and then be like, I'm sorry, that was rude. But then he just keeps going. Yeah. He doesn't give a shit. So Bella was getting really angry about that. So eventually Bella does jump in there and she's like, Nicole, like, stop lying, blah, blah, blah. And Nicole's like, right. She is done with this. Yeah. So she says, you know what? I don't give an F anymore. It's you. Yeah. You are the problem. You lie, you manipulate, you twist things. Everyone in this room knows it. Everyone in this house knows it. And I was like, girl power. It was everything.
Nerd power. And then Bella left in a huff because what has she got to say? Nothing.
Again, this is because not only was Nick shushing her, but he was not sticking up for her against Nicole. And Nicole was telling Nick, you have the potential to go so far in this game and she's dragging you down. Yeah. And after she said that, he was like, thank you. Oh my God.
All right, enough of this shit. It's time to pick players for the veto.
Okay.
So, this thing.
Stop!
Picks Jackson and is like cheering about it.
It was obnoxious.
Ya ass, he's trying to get rid of you.
Yeah, also, just to give the context here, obviously Nicole wants to play in this POV because she knows her ass is on the line.
She doesn't want to
get
backdoored.
She knows that she's definitely the backdoor pick. And Nick wants anyone except for her to get picked. Okay.
Well, he got his wish. He got Dumbo. All right, then Cliff picks Kat. Hooray. And then Jess gets house guest choice and stupidly picks Christy.
What are you doing?
Christy's not your friend.
I just don't know what to say about Jess at this point because
girl, we were rooting for you.
90% of the time, she's not playing the game. I don't know what she's doing. The other 10%, she's making, like, the worst decisions.
I have to take myself off the block. I'm going to win the veto and take myself off the block.
Why would you pick Christy? It doesn't make sense. I could see
you
if
have
she...
eyes?
I could see if she was like, oh, I don't want to pick Nicole because she's, like, public enemy number 1 right now.
Why wouldn't she pick Nicole, though? Because Nicole would probably fight pretty hard to win the veto.
I know. Well,
and she would be safe and still be able to save Jess.
She also was like, Nicole would save Cliff over me because everybody knows that Nicole was in Fellowship of the Zing with Cliff.
Yeah, but if Jess was the one
if she picked Nicole, I think Nicole would have honored that and taken Jess down. I think she would have. But there's no way for her to know that. I still think it was a really freaking dumb move.
Dumb.
Don't you, like, okay, maybe it's a short-term solution and you're like, I'm not connected to Nicole. But long-term, you're going to need that number. You really are.
Yeah. All right, so it's time for the POV competition. And surprisingly,
it's another BB20 house guest.
What? The BB20 house guest? Which one?
Why, it's Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Woo!
Airman. Oh.
Yeah. You know that this season is really bad when you're super excited to see Caitlin. No offense to Caitlin.
So she told a ghost story with a flashlight, which made her look even more like Nicole Richie. in great news.
Yeah. In all honesty, like, outside of the game, Caitlin seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And she can take a joke.
Yeah.
So that's fun, too. So yeah, she tells a ghost story about how she couldn't put the puzzle together last year. which was one of the craziest moments in all of Big Brother history.
I still can't believe that actually happened.
I know!
Right?
Wild.
That was one of the best moments of the season.
I'm saying it was like top 10 of like any season. It has to
Yeah.
be. So anyway, she tells the story and then they have to search for these puzzle pieces.
That girl was me!
Yeah, to put together a puzzle of Caitlyn. And I think this
was
one...
way more than 7 pieces.
This one was like 17 pieces,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So there was a little more to it.
They all had the same puzzle, but they all had to find their own color
Like Survivor.
puzzle. Right. And then assemble it.
So they had to search for the puzzle pieces in Caitlyn's nightmare, which is a bunch of mirrors and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's her nightmare.
No.
Yeah.
So the mirrors were a real problem. People were banging into them like friggin' birds banging into windows.
I know! It was crazy.
Hey, that's a boom.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody seemed to get their puzzle pieces pretty quickly.
Yeah, but then it was tricky when you actually had to do the puzzle, because I believe Cliff said in one of his Cliff Notes that you were not allowed to just do it on the ground and then put it on the stand. You had to work on it on the stand.
Right.
So it was a little bit tricky in that respect, but who would have thunk it? Kat was just breezing through this thing.
See. Must have been her world-class entertainment training.
I guess so.
So she won by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like they couldn't make it past the first level
Yeah.
of pieces. How is that possible?
I don't know. Well, everybody knows that Kat is super close to Jess. They even are bedmates, so
Right.
it's pretty much a given that she's going to use the veto on her.
They're not doing anything, though.
Not like that. Not like the rest of the house.
Not like Jackson and everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm glad she won.
yeah, everybody is like, okay, Kat's gonna use the veto on Jess, and then Nick is gonna put up Nicole. But you know that things can't just go that smoothly, right? Christy...
Not if your name's Christy.
She's got this freaking whacktivity power burning a hole. It's burning a hole in her pocket. So she's just like, oh my god, is Nick gonna put me up?
She thinks he's acting weird.
Because he asked her how she slept, and he made some freaking red flame comment.
He's gonna put me up!
So yeah, she's freaking out. She is paranoid, like level 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
She's like, he's gonna put me up! Oh my god! So she's freaking out about it. Everybody's just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's not happening. But she's like, oh my god, should I use the power?
She's got the
my
power.
God.
And it's time for the POV meeting. And is Christy going to use her power?
No, she's not.
So, Kat uses the veto on Jess and Nicole goes up. Not Christy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Nicole versus Cliff up on the block.
I love how Nicole was smiling the entire time.
I mean, she knew it was happening. She's known that she was gonna go up.
She reminds me of Bowie smiling the entire time.
Oh.
Okay, so who's gonna go? It might not be who you think it is. If you don't watch the spoilers, that is. Plus, who's going to be coming back?
I don't know.
I saw on the feeds that they were doing an awful lot of building, and the house guests were speculating. They thought that there was going to be a surprise.
They thought it was gonna be
eviction.
tonight.
Yeah. But it sounds like all that building is probably some sort of an endurance competition.
Do you think they're gonna have all the camp comebackers compete in the HOH competition, and whoever lasts the longest is gonna stay?
That could be.
It could be.
That could be.
I don't know if they're gonna have a separate competition. I mean, they might.
I really doubt it. I think they're going to do a twofer.
You don't think it's gonna be a vote? Is that out of the question?
I think a vote is off the table as far as I'm concerned. I think it's definitely going to be some sort of a competition. Okay, so let us know who you want to see come back in the comments, and include Cliff or Nicole in that as well. Who would you like to see come back?
It depends on who goes tomorrow. Because if Nicole goes, I want to see Nicole come back.
Yes.
If not, I could take any of the camp comebackers coming back.
If Nicole is evicted, I would like to see Nicole come back. And if Cliff is evicted, I would like to see either David or Kemi come back.
Ovie's got good plans coming back in, I will be honest. But, I mean, everybody is planning on going after the same people,
I just
pretty
don't
much.
think he's got the chutzpah to stand up to the bad side of the house.
Yeah. I really like where David is coming from. And we haven't
Yeah.
gotten to see him play yet.
Right.
So I think that'd be interesting. But also, Kemi's so great. Oh, I don't know.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. That's why
Yeah.
I said David or Kemi.
All right.
So, buckle up. Tomorrow's going to be a rough ride.
Mm-hmm.
And until then,
Much love.